From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Thank you so much for joining us here on Weather NorCal for your evening update. Well, there you can see the rain that we did see throughout the day today. Of course, some areas a lot more than others, as expected. And let me tell you something, it is wrapping itself up here pretty quickly here this evening and tonight. We're going to call for clearing skies here for tonight. There you can see some of the rain that fall that we did see. And yeah, as expected, where was most of that rain? To the north and west. We saw over an inch, in fact, over an inch and a quarter out at Crescent City, a little bit less than that. Just a little over 3/4 of an inch in Eureka. And out in the valley, only a few hundredths of an inch of rainfall as expected there. And Trinity County, about 1/4 of an inch out towards Weaverville and Hayfork. And there you can see a little bit less off to the east. So yeah, I mean, some much more than others, but that's to be expected with this type of storm system. So the rain and snow is pretty much wrapping itself up this evening with drier and warmer conditions for the rest of the week. Now there's going to be a chance for some more rain though by the weekend and even parts of early next week. But more spring-like temperatures are in the forecast here as we go through next week. Now here's a look at Krueger's Quickcast for your Wednesday, February 19th. And for tonight, again, I do expect to see some clearing here. Temperatures dropping down some in the upper 30s, even some low 40s out towards the valley. Temperatures mainly in the 20s for the higher elevations to the north and east, around 30 out in Trinity County, upper 30s for inland. And there you can see for the coast, temperatures there should be in the upper 30s to low 40s. So as you're heading out the door tomorrow morning, it's going to be dry. It will be a little bit cooler out there as well. As you can see here, about 40 degrees for the north coast, 27 degrees in Siskiyou County, and temperatures in the mid-20s for Modoc County, and low 30s in the eastern mountains. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast here and show you what we've got going on here. There, of course, is that rain moving down to the south and east, and that's going to pretty much be moving out here pretty quickly here. So you can see as we take you into 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, maybe some morning fog for some of those low-lying areas in the mountain valleys, some of those inland valleys, and maybe even parts of the Sacramento Valley seeing some of that fog as well. That will burn off. We'll see a couple of passing high clouds, but I do expect to see more sunshine here for your Thursday. The winds, well, they're dying down here for tonight and early tomorrow morning. But by tomorrow afternoon, I do expect those winds to pick up out of the north for the valley. Could see gusts of around 20, 25 miles per hour. That'll continue into the evening, but should die down by Friday. All right, so for your Thursday, mainly sunny skies, mid-60s for your highs in the valley. Looks like 30s and 40s for the higher elevations, and along the coast, we've got those temperatures around 54 to 55 degrees for those daytime highs. Here's your 7-day forecast for the valley. It's mainly dry. Now, if we see a chance for rain at all, it would be sometime around Saturday night, maybe into Sunday. You can see more clouds on Sunday, but look at those temperatures. They're going to be in the 70s here as we take you into early into the middle part of next week. Now, here's a look at your 7-day forecast for the coast. This looks pretty ominous, doesn't it? Like, look at all the rain. No, it's not going to be a lot of rainfall. This is just going to be a couple of systems that will clip Northern California that could bring a chance for rain for both the coast and the inland areas, and maybe even making its way into Trinity County as well. But fairly high snow levels, probably above 5,000 feet with these systems. There you can see for Siskiyou County, I think for Saturday, Sunday, and then as we go into Monday, Tuesday, most likely looking at dry conditions here, and then maybe a chance for showers for Modoc County and the eastern mountains for Sunday as well. All right, that's a look at Krueger's Quickcast. Hey, there's a free 24-hour streaming channel you can watch on your smart TV. You can watch really the 24-hour channel anywhere from weathernorcal.com. You can watch it from the free Weather NorCal app. You can also watch it on your smart TV. If you have the YouTube app, which if you have a smart TV, it will most likely have the YouTube app. All you got to do is search for Weather NorCal in the YouTube app, subscribe to the channel, and you can watch the 24-hour streaming channel. And the cool thing about the YouTube app is you can watch videos like this on demand whenever you want, wherever you are, well, in your living room, right, with your smart TV. But also, if you have Fire Stick or Roku, there's an app on there as well. Just search for Weather NorCal and download the app for free. All right, so there it is. There's a system that passed through today. The main area of low pressure is now moving off to the east, and behind it, we've got more stable air. High pressure is building in. But I've got my eyes on this weekend and early next week. If you look over here, you've got a nice stream of moisture that's coming in from the subtropics. This right here is going to be our next atmospheric river. Now, by definition, a Pineapple Express comes from Hawaii, so this wouldn't be a Pineapple Express, would it? But there you can see that nice, narrow band of moisture right here. This is your classic setup or your classic atmospheric river. It's that narrow band. And it heads right around Northern California, and it kind of spreads out into the Pacific Northwest and even to the south of us. So that's going to be some available moisture as these systems pass on through. Now, what's going to happen is high pressure is going to push that energy up to the north. So now the main energy, the main flow of moisture is to our north. But if you look over here, a little bit of moisture left over, so that could still bring a chance for a few showers for parts of Northern California. It's really weak by the time it gets here on Monday. You can see right here that little thin, narrow band of moisture, but there's an area of low pressure right here. That's going to help to squeeze out some of that moisture come Monday night and into Tuesday. But then by Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, that's pretty much gone. Now we talk about the strength of these atmospheric rivers, and again, the atmospheric river is basically just that source of moisture for us to see that rain. So you can see here, of course, for Thursday, Friday, nothing going on there, right? A little spike here indicating a weak atmospheric river for Saturday, even into Sunday, a little drop, and then on Monday, another little spike there as well. So these atmospheric rivers are weak, which means they're going to move through fairly quickly. There's not going to be as much moisture as we would, say, if it was a stronger atmospheric river, and they don't last as long. So we don't typically see the issues that you can get as you get into AR3, AR4, and AR5 when, of course, you're talking about flooding. We're nowhere near that with this system coming in over the weekend. So we'll watch it closely. So let's take a look at that on Futurecast and get an idea what we got. Of course, it's dry through Friday. Now you can see a weak system on Friday could clip Northern California, Crescent City, Eureka, Western Siskiyou County, maybe a chance for a shower or two Friday evening, Friday night. That moves on out. The next cold front approaches. That'll be here by Saturday afternoon. Now, this one looks a little bit stronger. Again, a little bit more moisture associated with that. So I do think we'll see some heavier rainfall around Crescent City, along the coast here, even down places like Garberville. We take you out to Western Siskiyou County, Trinity County, getting in on that as well. Now, could it just clip the north end of the valley, say around the city of Shasta Lake or Redding? Sure, it's not out of the question. So you can see a sprinkle here for Saturday night into Sunday morning. Now, as we go into Sunday afternoon, that's all pretty much gone. But we've got this right here. Check this out. We've got another area of low pressure that could squeeze out a little bit more moisture, maybe give us another slight chance for showers late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. But then that is out of here. By Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday and Thursday of next week, high pressure is going to build in, and those temperatures are really going to start to increase here. Take a look at the rainfall, and again, where's most of that rain with these types of systems? Usually to the north and west. So this is really the bullseye of where most of the rain will be. If we pick up any measurable rainfall in the valley, I'd be surprised. And if we do, it'll most likely mainly be up to the north around Redding. I think that might be overdoing it, quite honestly. And then we might see a little bit here out towards Modoc County, maybe in parts of Lassen County as well. But overall, we look at the long range down the line, we are in that drier than normal category. And that really even extends on up into the Pacific Northwest as well, unfortunately, right? We'd probably like to see a little bit more rainfall. I know it's nice to get that bit of a break, but this time of the year, we got to get that rain. We got to get that snow in the mountains. All right, so the winds are dying down here for tonight, but I do expect a bit of a breezy north wind as we go into the midday on Thursday and through the afternoon. And then by Friday, those winds should start to die down and continue to stay on the weaker side even into Friday night. This is the map I've been pulling out here over the last week or so just to kind of illustrate that we have been below normal for the most part through the month of February so far. And the reason I'm illustrating this is, yeah, you may have noticed it's been a little bit cooler than normal, but on top of that, that's going to turn back over to warmer than normal conditions. And I do expect, especially as we go through next week, to see some 70-degree readings in the valley by early to the middle part of next week with that warmer weather in store for us. So we'll certainly take that. Take a look at those wave heights. They may drop a little bit here for your Thursday and then maybe increase a little bit again for your Friday with an approaching system here. But there is a small craft advisory here through this evening, but that should be allowed to expire for tomorrow. But of course, be sure to tune in tomorrow if you're worried about that. We'll keep checking on that. There you can see the winds will be from the north at about 10 to 15 knots. Your waves from the west at 8 feet at about 15 seconds. All right, so here's your forecast for tonight. Not terribly cold. I mean, we've seen colder nights, but upper 30s, low 40s in the valley, mainly in the 20s up to the north and east of the valley. Low 30s for Trinity County, upper 30s inland, And for the coast, you've got upper 30s to about 40 degrees. So here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Yeah, we're going to be looking at dry conditions, mainly sunny skies. A few more clouds coming in Friday, and there's that chance for showers on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, with snow levels around 5,000 feet. It's not going to be a lot of rainfall, by the way. That's essentially what we got going on for Trinity County. How about the North Coast? How about 59 degrees for Alder Point tomorrow, 60 in Garberville, 56 in Fortuna, and 58 degrees for Blue Lake. And up to the north, the inland areas could also see that chance for showers come Saturday, Sunday, maybe even into Monday as well. And then, of course, temperatures in the low 60s at that point. Siskiyou County, you got 47 degrees for Wairika, 53 for Happy Camp, 43 in Weed, and 47 for Mount Shasta City. And Modoc County, you've got those low 40s for your daytime highs. 41 for Tule Lake, 42 for Canby, and Cedarville, about 39 degrees. Eastern Mountains, temperatures 40s, 50s, maybe even around 61 degrees out towards Paradise. 51 for Mineral, 53 for Quincy, and Susanville, a high of about 47 degrees. Here's your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Your temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 60s. 64 degrees for Corning, 64 in Chico. And here's your 7-day forecast for Chico. Temperatures in the upper 60s through the weekend. Added cloud cover, especially for Sunday, and then low 70s as we go into next week, and even warmer by next Wednesday. There's a look at the north end of the valley. Temperatures in the mid-60s here, about 65 degrees for Redding, 65 for Red Bluff, but a bit cooler up north at Lakehead, about 59 degrees. All right, there's your 7-day outlook for Redding. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s over the weekend, about 70 on Monday, 72 to 73 by next Tuesday and Wednesday. That's your evening update. I'll be back again tomorrow morning with the latest update and live on Coffee with Krueger at 7 a.m. We'll see you then. Have a good night.
Wiggly mouth.
Woggy mouth.
No.
Painting.
Wiggy mouth.
It's Woogie Moth Painting.
It's Walgamuth Painting, and yes, we'll paint anything.